We've got a brand new announcement from Primal RC. They are releasing their first on-road car, and this thing looks like it's going to be an absolute monster. This is going to be the Dodge Challenger, and it is a 1/5 scale on-road 3-foot long 30-pound beast. Before we get into the details on this, if you like news, reviews, bashing and crashing, make sure you get subscribed because we got a lot of that coming up in the future. Now, taking a closer look at this car, it looks like a lot of options. You've got a bunch of different colors: black, purple, green, red, and white. You can get this in 2 different gas versions, an electric version, or one that you can put your own power system in. The options you pick are definitely going to affect the price on this, which we'll talk about here in a little while. Taking a closer look at this thing, this is definitely not your typical plastic high volume build. This is almost 100% aluminum. What isn't aluminum is carbon fiber. There's very little in this car that isn't aluminum or carbon fiber, and it looks absolutely amazing. They have an officially licensed Challenger body. It's going to have lights on it, and it appears to be a clipless body system, which is really nice. This thing's going to have disc brakes with the ability to lock the front brakes so you can do rear burnouts. Speaking of which, this is going to be a rear-wheel drive vehicle, just like the stock vehicle. It's going to have belted tires on it, and the wheels are going to look just like the Challenger wheels as well. It's going to come with a bunch of different hood options and some different decal options. Now, speaking of options, let's talk about those power system options. You can go with no power system, so you can put your own in. You can get an electric power system for an extra $350. That looks like a Max 5 G1 power system. You can get a Zenoa 32cc gas engine, or you can get a Taylor 35cc gas engine. Now, if you start picking some of these more expensive options, that base price is going to go up really, really fast. I consider the $1,899 base price to not really be the base price because you're going to be putting your power system in there with that. So you're going to have to add at least a few $100s to that for an electric system, and probably a little bit more than that for a gas system. So most of it looks really beautiful. Those carbon fiber disc brakes, the lighting system that doesn't require you to hook up wires, it just connects when you put the body on. That all looks really awesome. Now, some things that look a little less awesome to me is at least the front suspension on it. It looks pretty rudimentary. This is an on-road car, so it probably won't matter that much, but it looks like a sprung suspension without any shocks. There might be shocks in there, but from the pictures, it doesn't look like there is. And I'm a little bit curious about how that exhaust system's going to work. We've seen this kind of dual outlet muffler style exhaust on 2-stroke engines before, and in general, they don't work very well because you're missing the desired shape of the expansion chamber that really helps a 2-stroke engine breathe properly. Now, it might be designed properly in this case, so we'll just have to see how that goes. Another thing I would have liked to have seen at this price is a little bit better remote. We've got the FlySky GT5 remote on here, which isn't bad, but FlySky has come out with better remotes for not much more money in the last year or so, and I would expect to see something like that in a car of this caliber. Other than that, though, this thing looks really amazing, and if you're into 1/5 scale on-road cars, you might want to take a look at this and put in your pre-order. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments. And speaking of new vehicles, check out this new basher from Relarlo.